Oh, welcome back to another video in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. How's everybody been doing, bro? Y'all already know what today is, so if y'all hear little kids outside, y'all know what they doing. Y'all see the title of this video. I fell victim to the West, bro. Woo! I fell victim to the West. And I'm gonna share something with y'all that I wrote real quick. I had put it on my story too, but I had wrote it down, so I'm gonna just say what I wrote on my story. So boom, I say I fell victim to the West, the way of living, the standards of education, the standards of manhood, the standards of race and identity, which we're really gonna get into, the standards of relationships. Silly, bro. I look back at my life, bro, and I'm just like, yo, like I really fell victim to this, bro. And you want to know what's crazy, bro? Now I'm gonna take a pause on this. As soon as you try to escape the Western ideologies and stuff like that, they look at you like you crazy, bro. I understand my grandparents more and more every day. The more that I grow as a man, especially as a Muslim man, like I understand why, like they were so firm. You gotta be firm. You gotta be, even if you're not even Muslim, like just personal morals that you have. For example, today, you see these little kids just walking around outside at night by themselves, trick or treat, going up to random people's houses. This is the best time, that these little files, right? These little weirdos, these diddies, right? They go out like to snatch kids up, put them in their vans, we out. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Jesus Louise, we got off track. But yeah, just standing firm. That's what I was saying. Because, bro, look at what's going on. Like these people are crazy. I don't even think America is even in like the top 50 most safest countries in the whole world. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to this. I said it's all a backwards trap. They don't want you to think critically. And I'm gonna say something that Wallo said, which when he said this, I said, yo, this is a fact. He said, the hood opinion enslaved more people than prison. Can we please get some poetry snaps for that, bro? Because it's true. You fell victim to this opinion. One of the hood opinions are that if your shoes don't match your gear, come on. Everybody in the hood is in competition with each other. As soon as you move out the hood, it's, oh, nah, he da. Like, then you want me to stay here with y'all? Yeah, so you want me to suffer with y'all. That's the West. They want you to suffer. That's all the West is. Like I said in my previous video, the luxury of the West is based off exploitation and imperialism in other countries. How do you think this country came about? Exploitation and moving people by force, imperialism. Come on. Like, this is the West, and I fell victim to this stuff. Especially when it comes to religion. Come on. When, what was like 2010, 2011, when I just started seeing a lot of Iraqis, Afghanis, Pakistanis, they all coming into my neighborhood, right? I'm thinking like, yo, like, what's going on? I'll never forget it. My son, Amr, right? He didn't speak English at all. I thought son it's coming from a Muslim, astaghfirullah. I'm thinking son is Al-Qaeda because of the media. I'm thinking the Arabs, no, not all of them. And the thing is, the U.S. government is funding these terrorist groups. Come on. I'm telling y'all, bro, the more you try to escape the Western propaganda, the Western ideologies, everyone else will look at you like you crazy. Especially growing up. Like, yo, identity, right? Bullet point number 4, identity. Huge. I had a huge issue with identity being a black Muslim. Especially being a black. Come on. Oh, you're not even really black because, right? Or you're not really black if you, come on. Identity. We have a huge identity problem in the States. No matter what race you are. Even the immigrants that come over here, they become Americanized. Why? You know, your child is born in the States and all of a sudden he got a taper. He got on Jordans. He got on purple jeans. He had married up. Right? But you worked so for my immigrant families. Y'all worked so hard to come here, right? Just for your son to become institutionalized. Mm-hmm. Come on. They sold all of us this fake American dream, bro. My American dream is to get out. My American dream is to escape the propaganda, to escape the media, to escape all this stuff, bro. Like I said before, I fell victim to the West. I was born here. We were brought here, right? Plymouth Rock. Come on. I took the DNA test. Yes, I had, you feel me? On them ships. Hit my soul. Yo, we not even, like, we from here, but we weren't born here. You know, y'all know what I'm trying to say, bro. But yeah, I had a huge identity problem growing up, you know, especially being a Muslim. Oh, we don't celebrate this holiday, this holiday, this holiday. Why? Oh, because Allah said so. Dang, like as a kid, it's like, yo, like I'm still trying to get introduced to who Allah is. Right? So y'all just telling me, oh, because God said so, da da da. Like, dang, but my friends is having a great old time knocking on doors. My friends is having a good old time going to the Marketplace Mall, right? That's a mall in upstate. You know, going to Eastview Mall, sitting on a random stranger's lap. Ho, 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 what do you want for Christmas? Right? My homies is having a great old time having girlfriends. Right? My friends is having a good old time. Right? This is the West. I want to do it too. Stuck for the law. I want to do it too. My friends is doing it. I'm seeing it on TV, boyfriend and girlfriend. I want to do it too. I fell victim to the West. Heavy. I fell victim to all the isms. Classism, racism. I fell victim to it. And the plan now that I fell victim to it and I know better, if you knew better, you would do better. So now I'm trying to do better. This American dream, they sold us a fake lie. Oh yeah, you come here, you can, live out your, come on. The West is a South Park episode. Respectfully. It's just every time, come on, for all my people who even watch South Park. Right? Come on. I fell victim to the West. I fell victim to pornography. I fell victim to the West. Stuck for the law. Right? It's crazy, man. Like, I just be sitting back at my life and I just be thinking about, dang, bro. What is it gonna take for a change to really happen? Because, like I said, y'all know what today is. This kid, I'm looking at kids walking outside right now with they things in their hand. What holiday is this? You don't even know what you're celebrating. Y'all just, we're gonna dress up as our favorite character, whatever or whatnot. You're gonna walk outside, I bet. And I'm gonna get deeper into the educational system. McGraw-Hill, right? Let's get deep into that. For all my college people, right? Whoever that is has ties to a last name that rhymes with wine. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Look it up on your own time, man. Come on. Like I said in one of my previous videos, why, as a parent, are you relying on this educational system to teach your kids? They picking up a book 5 days out the week. They come home, don't touch a book at all. You are the teacher. Not even trying to sound like no Dr. Umar type of brother, but look, he said something. I was like, yo. He said, yo, why is my oppressor teaching me my history? I fell victim to the West. I fell victim to the West, and you did too. A lot of people are now homeschooling their children. It's a lot of weird stuff going on. A lot of weird stuff going on. Y'all not even teaching the real history. Y'all trying to erase history and say, oh, white people were here first. Right? Come on. I fell victim to the West. And I'm going to keep saying that throughout this video, respectfully, because I did. But, yeah, bro, like, I understand why my granddad wanted homeschooled my mom. Even though my mom, she went to elementary school for a little bit, but after that, they homeschooled her. I understand why now. And I thought the homeschool perspective was sheltered. They aren't really too in touch with reality, but I feel like that's a very, very biased, that's a negative approach of mine. Because I know some homeschool people that you know, rough, tough, whatever, they strong. They don't get into the real world and it's, oh, snap. Nah, that was just my perspective, right? But look, homeschool does not sound too bad. I'm going to teach y'all the real history. If God allows me to have children, I'm going to teach y'all the real history, the real basic needs of living for a human. Right? I'm going to teach y'all about the things that I wasn't taught. Respectfully. Because I what? Fell victim to the West. Say it with me. Especially when it comes to how we view men and women. I fell victim to the West. You go to other countries, nah. Ain't no hookup culture in no other countries. Come on. Ain't none of that stuff. And if you look up who owns a lot of these pornography sites, you'll be like, yo, I fell victim to the West. Say it with me. I'm going to keep saying that throughout this whole video, man. Come on. All this stuff is backwards. They don't want us to live. They don't even want us to survive. How many, like, come on, every day I go on social media, is someone with a bachelor's degree or a master's degree complaining about employment. The goal for them is to keep you in debt. I fell victim to the West. The goal is to keep you on that interest. I fell victim to the West. Coming from the Muslim perspective, right? Interest, come on. They said that's forbidden, right? Come on. My granddad told me, you can't, we're in the West. Y'all probably don't get tired of me saying that, but we're in the West. So my granddad said, yo, don't voluntarily indulge in it. In my eyes, it's like, yo, it's impossible to not indulge in it. Student loans, car loans, home loans, property tax. I heard in Virginia, they tax on cars. We fell victim to the West. Wow. Everybody has this individualism mindset. Especially in my community. Oh, get on your own. Da, 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 da. I don't care what y'all say, bro. Everybody wants somebody, bro. Nobody, Allah didn't put us on this beautiful earth for us to just be by our Adobe. Absolutely not. Allah said in the Quran that he created different nations and tribes so we could get to know one another. But sadly, what did mankind do? Colonization. I don't even know if this isn't even my original tongue, bro. What we speaking in. I fell victim to the West. This isn't like, bro, what am I speaking? I'm speaking English. Am I English? Come on. I fell victim to the West. I understand why. A lot of Black American Christians took their Shahada. Islam helps you with identity. Some Muslims, they try to indulge and, you know, some Muslims take their Shahada or whatnot, or even born Muslims, they forget who they are. No, no, no. No one's telling you to adapt Arab culture. Because only 20% of the Muslim population is Arab. What is the rest of the 80%? Islam is universal, mankind. Ya ayyuhan nasr, all humanity, all mankind, right? Come on, be yourself. Be proud of who you are. You can be proud of your heritage and still be a Muslim, but don't be on no worship in your race type of timing, or no, Dr. Umar type of timing. Come on, he worships his race. No one's saying to do that. But be proud of who you are. If you see an injustice anywhere, speak up on it. A lot of people are comparing genocides. Why are we comparing genocides? Why? Oh, you're not bringing up this race because they're African and the Palestinians. Why are we doing that? Why are we comparing genocides? Kids, you can't compare killing. People are dying. Nothing is comparable. You can't, like, bro, this what I'm saying, social media. So I'm saying the West, bro. The West. Like, I never would have thought that we would be comparing genocides on social media. I never would have thought in my community that we would be comparing poverty. I never would have thought that, the women of today will be falling for Eurocentric standards, beauty standards. We fell victim to the West. And I think about this a lot as a Muslim. Where the countries is, sadly, kids and women are being destroyed. Homes is being destroyed. 14 million people being displaced out of their homes in Sudan. I can only imagine the Muslims that are oppressed, what they saying, oh Allah, like, and I can only imagine the du'as against America. I can only imagine. So now we see why the West is plumbing down. Because Allah answers the prayers of the oppressed. And everyone thinks that America is just such a luxurious place. We are oppressed right here. It's not even about race no more. It's poor whites, poor African Americans, poor everything. Come on. They want to keep the rich and the poor poor. How poor can we get? My man said, yo, I haven't seen $1 on the floor in a minute. Yeah, remember back in the day, if we seen $1 on the floor, oh yeah. When's the last time I seen $1 on the floor? This is how poor everybody is. This is ridiculous, bro. We fell victim to the West. When are we going to value education? When are we going to reteach ourselves about ourselves? When are we going to stop relying on certain assistance to help us? Come on. And situations be situational. It's a situation. I'm going to read something to y'all real quick. Woo! That's what I'm saying. Yo, this video heavy, bro. Profound Pondering, he made a statement, right? He said, you still have to acknowledge all the things that you have, respectfully. And I feel like us, especially us, my generation, we focus on the things that we don't have. Or we don't have that car, or we don't got this, or da, 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 da. What do you have? Right? The West got you thinking, oh, if you don't have this by this, and this, you're a failure. The West. We fell victim to the West. So acknowledge the things that you do have in front of you. All right? You're chasing pleasure. And then I have wrote something as well. Often we attach ourselves to our desires so much that when we don't get them, we feel like we lose part of ourselves. But that's not even true. You don't lose a part of yourself all because you don't have something that you want so bad. You want this thing so bad when the dollar is dying. Come on, that's why at the end of the day, this stuff matters, but it matters, but it don't really matter. It don't matter. Yeah, man, like, yo. I fell victim to the West, man. Yeah, man. Man, this is gonna wrap up this video, man. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Share with whoever, share with a friend. Yo, try to escape what the West tells you, because they go against their own thing themselves. So share this with whoever, share with a friend, man. Inshallah. We out though, man. Peace. Road to 500. We out. Peace.
Because it never fought against any imperialism. As a matter of fact, today, Zionism is the baby, child, and infant protector of imperialism in the Middle East. It carries out the interests of American imperialism. As a matter of fact, Zionism and American imperialism is like this. If our tax dollars would stop giving money to Israel, the state would sink tomorrow. And certainly no one can deny that American imperialism is the leading imperialist nation in the world. So we cannot see how a liberation movement is so tied, string and ham to American imperialism. They work hand in hand with American imperialism. Thus they can hardly be a liberation movement. In addition to this, Zionism has nothing to do with anything religion, nothing. All religions are concerned with human beings after they die. That's what religions are for. Islam will tell you what happens to you when you die. As a matter of fact, this which forces you to live a good life so that after death you'll be able to enjoy the rewards of heaven. The same is true for Judaism. But Zionism says nothing about the individual after they're dead. They don't give a damn about you. Thus, Zionism has nothing to do with religion at all. And one should not make the confusion.